Hi, I'm Loucas with Dow Seeds. I'm a commercial agronomist, and I'm going to talk to you today about white mold in soybeans. It's a common pest that we have in Ontario crops. Usually every summer there's white break somewhere, very weather dependent. So really there's no scouting you can do, there's no really calendar you can go by. You just have to keep an eye on the weather. As soon as we start to get into July and it starts getting hot and humid and your soybean canopy is filled in, you need to start to look for white mold spores and white mold fungus growing in your plants. So first we'll talk a bit about how that fungus grows. They're little sclerotia in your soil. They're little black, look like small little black pellets down in your soil. And what happens is when it gets hot and warm and there's moisture, they germinate and it's a fungus. So the fungus starts to grow, it sporulates and infects the soybean flowers that are on the lower part of the canopy. So those flowers are down in the bottom, and once they die, once they've been pollinated and they die, the fungus can infect them and it starts to grow, and then it spreads into the plant and spreads up into through the stem and up into the rest of the plant. So what you do is when you're peeling back the canopy, usually you start to see plants that are wilty. They might have some white fungus growing on the outside of them, and if you pop open the stems, you'll see the fungus growing up in the middle. Full life cycle of the plant is they make the little black pellets form inside the stem, and when you harvest the soybeans in the fall, they go back down onto the soil and they're there for next year, or 7, 8 years down the road. They take a long time to decompose in the soil. So it's a common problem we have. We have it every summer. Soybeans are a host, white beans are a host, many weeds are a host. So it's not really a problem you're going to get away from, just something you need to manage. Best ways to manage it are choosing a soybean variety that's white mold resistant, or not resistant, tolerant. There's no resistance to white mold, it's just a tolerance that the plant has. So all seed companies rate them. Dow Seeds has our ratings on our website, on our product sheets. You can always call someone and get the best tolerant white beans or tolerant soybeans that you can. So once you've chosen your variety, there's other things you can do. If you have white mold, it's been a problem, you can till the soil very deep, bury those hard sclerotia deep into the soil. You can no-till. If you leave them on the surface of the soil, they'll break down by either weather, rodents eat them, insects eat them. Any way you can destroy as many as you can, that's another alternative. Once you have planted your crop or you're getting ready to plant your crop, row width's really important. If you can increase your row width, so 30-inch rows, even a 15-inch row will increase. What you want to do is increase air movement into the row, and that keeps the humidity and the moisture low, dries out the bottoms of the plants, and then the fungus has a harder time to grow. It's probably the most commonly used method to control white mold in Ontario. Other than that, there is something that if you plant with your prevailing winds, so if you know which direction the wind normally blows across your field, definitely you want to plant so that wind goes straight down the row and keeps it nice and dry. Other than that, then you're just out scouting. You can spray some fungicides in the middle of the season. They tend to just halt the growth. There's really no control of it, nothing you can do beforehand. So at that point, you're just trying to control it and prevent more sclerotia from falling into the soil for the next year.